What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends? This is Coach E on behalf of Perfect Time Fitness and Meal Prep. We are accepting new clients on both sides. Now, on that personal training side, we are located at Fit Circuit. That is 22141 Rockside Road, Bedford Heights, Ohio, 44146. Now, we do offer one-on-one personal training, group training, one-on-one boxing cardio class. That is noon every Saturday, sports-specific training, and weight loss. On that meal side, we do offer personalized meal prep, catering, charcuterie boards, fresh fruit and vegetable juicing. Now, for us to get in touch with you and for you to get in touch with us, reach out to us on www.perfecttimefitness.com and sign up for those things previously mentioned. We are waiting to hear from you and can't wait to hear from you. Thanks for reaching out in advance. Peace.
Break.
Whew. Now that's how you go from the field to the studio to report and record another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons, brought to you by Perfect Time Fitness with your boy Coach E, local neighborhood high school football coach, local neighborhood high school basketball coach, local neighborhood high school track coach, also most importantly, co-CEO El Presidente at Perfect Time Fitness and Meal Prep, head trainer at Perfect Time Fitness, www.perfecttimefitness.com, where you need to go, sign up for everything, check everything out, see what you want to do, and tell us what we need. And email this show at gameforallseasons@gmail.com so we can get some fan and talent reaction and talkative sports back and forth, argue, debate, whatever you want to do. Or just give us some damn compliments because we are damn good. Also, watch this on YouTube, Coach E YouTube channel, or if you are on the go, download wherever you get your podcast from. So now that you know all this information about us, I'm going to introduce us. On the left hand, my right, I got two assistant coaches. On the left-hand side, I got C-Block Zen. What up, Zen?
Looking at B drinking out a sippy cup. What's this about, man? You borrowing Christian cups today, man?
Man. This is a Cleveland Browns big head coffee cup. No, I don't have any coffee, even though I think some got snuck in there. I got some hot chocolate, some hot cocoa, sugar-free, of course, and it's delicious.
Why are you drinking hot cocoa right now?
Because I had to get my voice tuned up for the radio.
But anyways, what's going on, Coach E? Yo, from the man that has put Eddie Murphy quotes at the beginning of numerous of our podcasts, I must ask you, what's your thoughts on your boy Eddie Murphy, who's got to be your favorite comedian because you always quote him? So what are you thinking about him touching that classic that we call Beverly Hills Cop and coming out with this latest version of Beverly Hills Cop's Axel F? What's your thoughts, Coach E? Is he still your boy after this?
Absolutely. One movie ain't gonna make me turn my back on my boy. I was raised on that man. So one movie ain't gonna make me change. It's not like horrible. It's got the classic Eddie Murphy parts in there. It's just sporadically spread out throughout the whole thing. It's not back to back to back to back like it normally used to be, but there's still some parts in there now. Don't get me wrong. It's still some little parts in there.
That ain't what I'm hearing. Hey, I'm mad I ain't watching yet.
I watched it Friday. I mean, it's not the best of his motion pictures, but I'll take it.
You know what I'm hearing? Hey,
what you hearing?
Sound like strike one. That was Coming to America Part 2.
Uh-huh.
And you know what I'm hearing right now?
Oh, that was bad.
Strike
That was
2.
bad.
He got one more, man, before he out of here, man.
That's bad. That boy about to be canceled like Drake. Oh man.
Oh man.
Get out of here.
No, we're gonna put him to sleep like Rick Ross security.
Oh man.
Oh,
Why are you doing this, man? All these topics.
oh, man. But what's good, fellas?
Shit, Axel F. It's decent. It ain't good, but I still watched it. On the
You
right.
really watched it?
Hell yeah, I watched every minute of that shit. On the right hand side,
Okay.
we got throwback White T BC. What up, White T BC?
Oh, the white tee ain't quite white. I'm commemorating
Oh,
one of my latest releases called Family is Everything. Go stream that thing on Spotify by Mr. Taboo Timmons himself. Old rappers are coming back in style. But that ain't what we about to talk about. Man, I got some stuff I got to ask questions about. But first of all, man, I would hate to play chess with LeBron James. Because you know it just dawned on me what this fool just did? He getting ready to do the same thing, rinse, cycle, repeat in 2 more years. Hence why he signed a 2-year deal. Bryce is 17 years old. He gonna be in the league in 2 years. Brian gonna do the same thing. Bryce gonna be a Laker too. He gonna play with both his sons. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I
only
ain't gonna
hope.
talk. Man, yeah,
The only
because
hope.
you know, hey,
Father
as
Time
long as
could
he
at
don't
any
down
point in
for him,
time catch up
True.
with him.
that's
And he
true.
lose all that leverage. But yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah,
Eddie
he
play.
can still do it. Yeah, he can still do it. Now, man, I got so much I got to ask y'all. First of all, it's not your boy, but your favorite grown ass man, Mr. Taboo Timmons. And I know we probably had a direction, man, but I got several questions.
I already
So-
know where you're going with at least 3 of the questions.
You don't know 2 of the questions because I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I was gonna throw something about Kendrick, but I'm gonna say that because I think that They Not Like Us is his all-time best song ever.
Nah. not
I
even
think it
close.
might be his. I think he about to win a Grammy for that boy off a diss
He
track.
might do that, but that don't mean this is his best song. Nah.
What's his best song to you?
Woo, man.
He got some. He
Before
got
that,
some in the cut.
He got
yeah.
plenty. He got Backseat Freestyle for me that I would put over that. He got
Okay.
DNA that I would put over that. He got too many
DNA was
songs
good.
that I would put over that. I mean,
Yeah,
don't
It's
get
Gonna
me
Be
wrong.
Alright is good.
It go hard. Them songs go
He-
hard. But yeah, I'll still go to some previous stuff
But
before I put that number 1.
I feel both of y'all. B, I know where you going with that. And Zen,
Yeah,
Zen,
I'm
you on
going.
the lyrical, like just overall song thing. I think B, you talking about just what it's doing for him and what kind of movement is starting. Well, has started,
It's
and just the impact of
Yeah.
it overall for the West Coast, like literally bringing it like back all by itself. So I think y'all both on 2
Man.
separate ends, but y'all can still meet in the middle. It's a happy medium.
But I'm gonna come back even lyrical, cause like when you break down all the meanings, I had to go and watch one of them videos that talk about all the stuff, go line for line,
Mhm.
all of the lines and the video, the visuals. It is such a masterful collection of strategy and just burns and just disses and everything means something. It's
Mhm.
nothing in there that does not mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a movement in itself, and it's getting to play. And you could take it as the West Coast, They Not Like Us, or you can even take it countrywide. You could take it as Americans versus Canadians. Because, I mean, let's just face it, Drake is Canadian. He has been doing his thing,
Hey,
but now it's trickled down, right? It's trickled down to his latest collabs have become trash. And you know, they like his value is going down. It's a lot of stuff that's going on, like, and people turning their backs, and it's just all because of this one damn song. The other songs was cool, but this song, even Drake had to sing it in concert. I mean, come on now. And Kendrick, I'm gonna say one more thing with Kendrick. Like, he got some joints, but his joints, they're deep, they're lyrical. But what has the replay value of this song? that you could spend. I mean,
Man.
swimming pools had the replay value. What up?
We gonna be all
That was
right.
like before his first album.
Yeah, I like that. Huh?
Backseat Freestyle, man. Nothing beats that. Man, I'm sorry, man. Hit Boy on that track.
Don't get
Yes,
me started.
dude.
Don't get me
Did it get
started.
this play?
Not
Did
even
it get
that.
this play though?
That's got
That's
replay
got-
value. Man, what is the song? I am a sinner. I probably
Yeah, that's swimming
don't
pool.
kill my
Yeah.
vibe.
Drink.
No.
Mhm.
Don't kill my vibe.
I mean, kill my vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, yeah, he got songs that's got replay value. Nah.
But to this extent, though,
Yeah.
to this extent,
It ain't been to this extent.
that's what I'm saying. I find myself singing this song like, and it's like, damn, it was stuck in my head, and I'm like, wop. You know, all of you're 69 God certified
Hey.
pedophile. Yeah, where it's like
Freaky.
everything, even the voice change. It's
Freaky
like,
ass nigga.
man, right? You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm
like
telling
I
you.
agree with most folks, man. That's not a diss. 69 God. I'm sorry.
No, not
maybe
at
it's
all.
just
Just the
me.
line after it.
So, but
The line
that's what I was
after
like. But it's got people singing it like it is one. I was like, hey, it's doing its job. But I was like,
I'm a
that's not a
pedophile.
real burn right there.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. It's like it's crazy, man.
But yeah,
It's crazy.
this makes up for Mr. Morale and the Lost. What is it? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I just said the
Mhm.
Lost Steppers.
That was the last
Mr.
album.
Morale- That's what it
Yeah.
was. It was a lost album right
I
there.
like the last
This makes
album.
up for
It was
it, man.
depressing. I like the last album. We was having this debate online last night on the game. I'm like, man, they like it was trash. And then somebody said they went back and
Yeah.
listened to it and appreciated it. But like some people I hate King Butterfly, Pimp a Butterfly. I hate that album.
Damn.
Except the one
Oh, I
damn
love
song.
that
with that.
album. Ooh,
I hate
my
King
God.
Kunta.
You
You like
hate it?
King Kunta? I hate it. I
Damn.
only like We
I
Gonna
get
Be
it.
All Right, man. Out of the whole damn album.
Ooh, dang, I feel for you, brother.
It's replay value for me,
Yeah.
man. I can't
That's
get
got
jiggy to this
replay
shit.
value for me.
Hate is a strong
I
word.
love
Man, you an
myself.
album
I
dude, man.
man, King Kunta. Man, if these walls could talk, like yo, the Black of the Berry, all them songs off of it, man. I played that,
Yeah, like
man.
it.
If it wasn't streaming back then, if it was still old school CDs, I'd have burnt a hole in that CD as much as I played that joker, boy. Woo!
60 exchanger.
But
All
yeah,
right, so y'all disagree, man. Y'all, what song y'all put over it though?
No, I don't disagree
Over
with
this
you at all. Because I totally agree with you. This is like another level. Because that song
Mhm.
has literally taken over. I seen a shot that somebody captured in Brooklyn. Like it was a block party in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Everybody was
Mhm.
singing it. And it was like a lot of people at this
Yeah.
damn party. So
Oh, yeah.
like it's just taking over everything, like musically. And everybody is constantly talking about it on every platform or podcast or shows
Mhm.
or hell, it's still old white people that be talking about it. They just not getting
Indeed.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying though, B. I don't disagree at all. It's definitely taking him to another stratosphere, as if he was already
Exactly.
he wasn't low, but now this is just helping him out like a mug.
I think that's gonna help other people appreciate his other gems that he had in the cut. You know what I mean? I mean, it did get Rick Ross ass whooped though. He was trying to sing it in Canada, boy. Ozempic Ross got beat up.
Deflated.
He had no muscles.
no, he didn't get beat up. His team got
His team got whooped too. He got some
all he
lumps
did.
though.
He just caught a one punch, and I don't know if it was
Yeah.
so flush that it didn't stumble him or do it or phase him or anything. He
They
He
got
was
the
able to
money
take
out of
that
there
one.
though.
yeah, and he got on up
Yeah.
out of there. So,
Yeah, his
it was-
team
but-
did get beat up. Yeah.
but he put that one on himself though. He brought that on himself. He thought I think he bought into that persona that he been living all
Yeah.
this time, man. I'm
No,
big, I'm
sir.
bad. I do whatever I
Right.
want to do anywhere I want to.
Oh,
Yeah. Not so fast, my friend. Like,
Canadians got wild. Get your ass whooped by some Canadians.
yes.
the
They like,
Rangers.
yo, like,
Man.
nah. Just like you just pointed out. Like they taking that song as, man, they not like us. Black
Yeah.
Canadians or Canadians period ain't like us. Like, hey, that's another level to it. And
Mhm.
they like, so when they hear
Yeah.
that song, like, yeah, that's not only a diss to Drake, that's a diss to this country as well
To a
too.
country.
And so when they
Yeah.
hear that song, it make them feel a certain way. So yeah, it gets them riled up. It gets them going.
Right. Me personally, I say fuck Canada. I used to love Canada. I say fuck Canada. I can't go. I can't go to Canada.
No more poutine.
That's why you say that.
Yeah. I was feeling some type of way because my driving situation. I can't go to Canada. Fuck Canada. They not like us, man. Come on.
Hey.
No, I ain't saying that. I can still go. So hey.
Niagara Falls.
USA.
Buffalo.
Is that what you got for us, Coach B? Oh, man, no, that's your son, man. That's all you got for us, Taboo.
Now I got another one, man. I got this on the marriage council. This on the marriage council tip.
Oh, that's
Like,
you and E right there.
Well, this gonna be you too. We gonna give you some hypotheticals. So
I'm good.
certain
I'll leave that for
situation.
y'all. I'll leave it
So-
for the experts. I defer.
All right.
That boy put it in reverse and bag it up, didn't
Wife's friend, right? Wife's friend. You know, we all come into situations. We got friends. Wife's friends, you know, who happen to be an ex, didn't work out, passes away. You know, so I ain't really was feeling no type of way, but certain people then checked her family members on my behalf. Like, yo, nah, you can't be feeling no. And I'm like, should that be a thing? Because should it be a thing? E? Like, what do you think?
So when you say, I understand the X part, but when you say friend,
Right.
like how close and how recent was this friendship, and like were they still communicating every day or like seeing each other? Blah blah.
Well, funny you should say that, because you know, women got this thing, especially pretty women. They got this thing where they be like just oblivious to the long line of guys in a fairy dust, just sitting back hoping. Hence the movie Just Friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Ryan Reynolds, early Ryan Reynolds movie. So, you know, guys be sitting back hopeful that they can get called upon once again, and girls just go along. They in the friend zone. So probably about 8 years ago, right? They was cool. And before I came along, they was cool, but he was hopeful. So I was like, yo, he hopeful. And she like, what you talking about? Until one day he was drunk and basically said he was hopeful. He like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be. And she like, no. And she like, well, we can't be cool unless you respect my relationship. All right. So it's all good. So then, you know, I meet the dude, whatever, we cool. His birthday day after mine. Virgo shit. So we cool. We meet. Then all of a sudden, he had COVID before COVID was actually out. You know, because a lot of people caught COVID back in 2019. So he got real sick and basically went into like a coma, you know, for years. And, you know, she would go see and everything and feel some type of way about it. I would talk to her. And it was just like, I was cool, but some of her people was like, nah, that ain't cool. You ain't supposed to be caring about it. I thought that was kind of heartless. And like she just asked me tonight, and I was like, well, I said, you know, it did used to get on my nerves a little bit in the beginning, but I'm securing myself, so we cool. You know what I mean? And she was like, all right, because I hugged her. I said, yeah, that's her friend. I said, I'm sorry. And so, but I'm just asking you, should that be a thing? Like, is that a thing? Was I being too nice, too lenient, I should say, or was I cool?
Well, that's very situational, depending on you and your spouse relationship and how close y'all are and how close that other person was with y'all. I'm saying y'all because clearly you have to be one in the relationship, especially a marriage now. So if y'all was with him, like, and kicking it and like just hung out with each other way more, I'll be like, it's kind of cool. It's understandable, but you still are a man and you're going to feel a certain way anyway, just because we're talking about your love, right? So it's just really situational, your personality and how your relationship is. If it's accepted in your relationship, then you just got to live with it. But if it's not accepted in your relationship, you just got to voice the way you feel, and it's going to have to be understood, because how is it not going to be understood? You are going to see another man that you were with, and yeah, he got sick, all that. That's sorry, get well soon. But we talking about us now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know. I would definitely voice something. I would definitely be like, hey, when is it gonna end? You know, like I
Yeah,
mean,
well, yeah. Okay, because we ain't really get a chance to kind of kumbaya. You know what I mean? Because when we went by there,
you two
this was
or
before he
you
got sick.
three.
We both went. Like, no, me and her went there, and he was there, and it was like it wasn't a first introduction, but a first kick it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Virgos, we got this thing. We combine. We Virgos, we good. We got the same kind of sense of humor or whatever. And
But sorry to
some stuff was
interrupt.
kind of weird.
That could
Gotcha.
backfire because you being a Virgo and knowing how your brain go, his brain could be
Yep.
doing the same thing.
Exactly. But I was probably so cocky that it was like, yo, if that's what you want, be my guest. Because look, I'm a realist in this whole thing. I know things could turn around. I've been through stuff and be like, yo, you be like, oh, well, nah. It'd be like, if that's what you want, go ahead. But if this is what you want, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I was cocky in that. But it turned out that we ain't get many more kickers. I think we might have had one more. But the last time it was something a little weird. Cause he said something about a chick that was there. And the chick was on him, but he kind of put it like she was on me. And it wasn't like that. I'm like, what? But then so I was like, nah, man, hell no. But before I could really address that is when he got sick. So, we couldn't really talk about that. And I ain't even understand what was the point. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just thought I was just thinking because three people now done told her, like, nah, you can't be feeling no kind of way because you married now. You can't feel no kind of way.
So
But on the flip,
did the death
yeah,
just happen?
it just happened. But he been uh incapacitated for like 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah. It's been sad. It was sad. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
What made him hold on
So
so long?
Yeah, that's tough.
because like when you go in comas and stuff like that and they take you off support, like if you start going on your own, the hope is that you'll pass, peacefully, that you won't breathe, your functions won't happen. But in some cases, some people start breathing. So at that point, it's decisions that have to be made, and nobody wanted to make that decision. So he been like this for like 5+ years.
5 years they ain't want to make no decision. What are we
Who
doing?
was
Yeah,
covering that cost?
Yeah, man, what?
that I
Look,
don't
I got
know.
questions that's outside of your man. My bad,
I
bro. Go.
know. No, you good. No, this is real questions. You good. This is real questions. They was covering it. Whoever was covering it. He got
Ooh.
family and whatnot, but
Shit.
it was sad. Like I generally felt bad for that. And then even one of her peoples was talk to me, fellow Virgo. You know who you are. He was like, "Yo, B, I know you really that shit really pissed you off." And I'm like, it ain't fair to be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like a friend. So it
Well,
kind of puts you in a weird spot.
well, fairs have clowns and animals and rides. We ain't talking about life. Life ain't fair. So that person's speaking for itself. If that's how you felt, that's how you felt. It ain't like you like purposely just said, you know what? Uh-oh.
Good night. She came to run and say good night.
Oh, it ain't like you was holding it in all this time and was like, you know what? I'm mad right now. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
how you felt is how you felt. So it ain't
Right.
no right or wrong. It's just like I said, situational and based on your personality and your relationship and your communication with your loved one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
And
it's
I
like
said on the flip.
lingering after the death, I'm
Yeah.
definitely saying like, yo, what's going on? Kind of melancholy
Yeah. I'm
over
gonna
there.
see. Yeah, I'm gonna see that ways to be seen because I already gave a look without realizing I gave a look because we was talking about something else and it just broke into. And I was like, basically, the look was like, nah, we ain't doing that right now. We got to handle this business because I got to get on this podcast. So, basically wrap that shit up so we can do what we need to do and continue. And it was like, I'm all right. So it's like, okay, I'm here to support you, but not linger. Gotcha.
Yeah.
10-4.
And that's the answer right there. Shit.
Okay.
All right, Coach E, it's on you.
Man, I need to talk about the R&R, recruiting and recruiting. These parents, man, it's beginning to get closer and closer to high school football season and college football season. So recruiting is on another level nowadays than it was back in my day, but it's still the basis is the same, but the perks are totally different. So with the perks being totally different, these parents feel entitled to perks, even when their kid is not qualified for these perks. But in these parents' minds, since other family members, let's just say, let's use this for example, B, if Byron was still playing football and I coach, right? And tell you a couple
Mm-hmm.
good things that Byron does good. So as a parent nowadays, you're going to hold on to them things that I told you that he does good. And you're going to expect me to help you with the whole recruiting process just because I vouch for him doing certain things. Not saying that he was great, not saying like, man, he should be D1 or something. Like, oh yeah, he's pretty fast, he good footwork, and he should be a decent corner one day.
Mm-hmm.
Now parents just take that and run with it. Back in my day, when they heard that, they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, you think my son is good, but you still got to work. You're not there yet." Talking to the kid,
Yeah.
but these people go so far with the perks, and then that's what makes coaching high school and especially college just totally different now, man. You cannot bullshit with parents nowadays. And I hope there's a lot of parents listening to this. You cannot expect a coach to bullshit you, because if a coach bullshits you, that means they're bullshitting your kid. So if you ask a high
Mm.
school coach nowadays, why my son isn't playing, why is he doing this, why are you not doing this with him? Coaches, I need y'all to be honest with these parents, just to nip it in the bud right now, because if you don't be honest with these parents, they are going to continue to get on your nerves and continue to bug you. And now, what is that doing? That's tarnishing the relationship between you and that kid, because if, oh man, I took him out 10 plays, I'm going to have to hear his mama's mouth after the game. Oh my God. So then you're going to start looking at that kid different. He going to start sliding deeper and deeper on the depth chart. And now you got a full-fledged, well, at the beginning of the year, you was playing my son, and now my son ain't playing. You messing up his opportunity to get a scholarship. No, man. Actually, you are, because we keep doing this. So if you feel comfortable with doing this with me, you're going to think you are comfortable with doing that with a college coach. And now you're really screwing your kid, because college coaches ain't even going to argue back with you. They ain't even going to give you a response. They're just going to kick your son ass back home. And now you're in a deeper hole. So recruiting is necessary, but it's just people gotta take it more serious and just spit the facts at these parents that are looking for these handouts and looking for these kids to go D1. They always say that study, 1% of kids go to college Division 1 level out of high school. And that is a true statement. 1%. That is very, very little. It might have rose to like 3 or something now, but dude, everybody is not going D1. Everybody is not even going D2. You got so many junior college and NAIA kids around here just because of how they play and their work ethic and their grades. Parents don't even take that in consideration, just because these high schools let them go on like academic probation and all that stuff, and they still allowed to play. Parents take that too far, think like, oh, well, he's just like I thought when I was younger. I'm doing so good on the field. So what if I got bad grades? They're just gonna bump me through. Those days are over. So I just really wish these parents would listen to themselves, check themselves, and just take in the whole process. It's a glorious process. At the end of the day, you learn so much that you didn't even know about the sport and about these schools and about your son or daughter, wherever you playing. You just got to be a sponge and soak everything in and use it as knowledge, because you might be able to help somebody else, whether it be your friend or if you got a younger son or daughter or a neighbor or something. This recruiting process is very important. It's very hectic. Just enjoy the process, man. Don't make it any worse than it has to be.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, you look like you about to say something, Zen.
Did I? Nah.
Yeah,
I
you
did
had
have
that look.
I just had a question about, because you bringing that up makes me think about that article that I sent to y'all about the future of college football, and because one of the ways that you could get on is by becoming a walk-on. A lot of people would try to walk on with the hopes of one day getting a actual scholarship on the team. And a lot of programs like to try to hype that up. You see it on social media. They come out with the videos showing, like, hey, everybody in the lecture room, and then, hey, we giving Johnny a full ride this year, and everybody get happy, like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's potentially, with NIL coming into play, one of the things that they say could possibly go away is the walk on, because
Really?
yeah.
And just to touch on that walk-on situation, that video, great story, great thing to watch, so inspiring. It make you want to be a walk-on until you're a walk-on. The shit that I used to see these walk-ons try to do, because let's just keep it real. This is the honesty that I'm talking about. If you have to be a walk-on, you're not good enough. So you're going to have to do 8 times more than the second string. Not that don't even mention the first string, because you're not even touching that. You won't be that person. You'll never be that person if you're in a walk-on status. You got to do so much.
Hold on, Coach E. Hold on.
I got a
because
question too.
I remember, they have been walk-ons that made it to the NFL. One is Peter Boulware from Florida State.
Okay.
He started as a walk-on and made it, and was like a top 10 draft pick.
You probably put it in the
There
work,
are
right?
some stories, some success stories that do make it to the first string and able to make it.
Those what name did you just say? Peter Boulware.
Peter Boulware.
Do you know how
Baker
long
Mayfield.
ago that was?
Baker Mayfield
And
was a walk-on at Texas Tech and became the starter as a freshman.
Between
Talk to him,
Peter
man.
Boulware and Baker Mayfield is at least 30-something years. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, Coach E. You asked me to more recent. I give you a more recent.
Right, I understand.
30 years.
But that's another point. That is so few and far in between. Okay, yeah, you got some success stories, but that's not the average. That's just a drop in the pan. So that's something you don't want to guarantee yourself. So you don't want to live like that. You don't want to live on a what if when your chances are that low. Like, I mean, that's low.
Is it different in basketball? Because of course I'm thinking about Enrique Freeman, who got drafted from University of Akron. So it's easier in basketball than football?
No, I'm saying, well, as far as, are you talking NBA or just making the
I'm talking
team?
about walk-on. So like the Enrique Freeman, he walked on. Yeah, he walked on in the University of Akron. Got drafted this year. He did put in the work though, because he went from 8 points to 25 doubles. You know what I'm saying? 25 on a double. So yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. That has to take over your life. How many kids nowadays are ready and willing to do that? Period. Let alone a walk-on status. These kids, first string, second string, third string, don't even want to freaking work hard. So what do you think you're gonna get as a walk-on? He was dedicated. Once again, that's just a beautiful story. One out of thousands that made it that far. But I don't know about everybody else. I don't want to live like that. That's less than a 1% might. If you're doing the stock market and you're going to put your money on a 1% might, don't think so. You're going to do what you got to do to put your money damn near on the short thing. If it's not a short thing, it's closer than a 1% might.
Yeah, but I mean the whole process is the hope business.
Yeah,
because what you said is only what a certain amount of people is 53 on a football roster. It's only been so many a time, and you got millions of people trying to get this thing that only thousands possess.
Absolutely.
So it's a small chance already.
Right, and it's even smaller in the walk-on, and that's just what I'm talking about. Every parent at every school. I'm just talking about the city of Cleveland. We ain't even talking about the city of Columbus. We ain't talking about Cincinnati. We ain't talking about Indianapolis. We ain't talking about Albany, New York. This is just the city of Cleveland that these parents just think that, oh, well, my son started varsity, so why ain't he D1? Why are you not getting these letters from these colleges? Why are you not having colleges coming in here and talking to my kid about scholarships? Well, ma'am, your kid's not good enough. They will find your kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, sure. I can reach out to a Wisconsin and tell them I got John Johnson in here that runs a 4.7, because let the kids tell it. Everybody run a 4.5 and a 4.4. They don't understand how fast that really damn is. They go to these Nike camps, they go to these other camps that just bring you in because you're paying money. So of course they're going to bring you in and let you participate. And they give these little times with these 40s. It's not laser, it's nothing, it's hand time. So a coach might tell them, oh man, you ran a 4.57. So now that's stuck in their head. They really think they're a 4.57 runner. Ruins everything. So now work ethic goes down. Like, shit, I already run a 4.5 now. I'm fast enough. Completely
Yeah.
stops. So it's just a pattern that follows. It just pisses me off. I ain't even gonna lie.
I can understand that. But the level, like y'all always say too, the level of competition just gets that much greater because you might have been fast as hell in high school. Because it made me think of a certain player you had. We won't say his name. We came out, watched him, support him. He had a breakout quarterback year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh yeah, this dude. So I'm hearing family members like, yeah, he about to be this. He about to. I heard a person say he go to the league.
Come on, man.
Woo woo woo. Like, and then went to college. I don't even think he played. I think he might have played some practice, red shirt, might have got a game. But even he was like, man, this is too much. It's too much. These people bigger and faster than me. They keep hitting me hard. Yeah, so yeah. So the level of competition changed. But a parent's supposed to you want the parent just like you want the fan to be rational. Some parents are not rational. Luckily, we had Derek DeJarnette, tell us about Byron. It's like, yeah, he do this good, but he do this good. It's like Byron, you this, and then Byron's like, look, this is what I'm doing. Like, so we gonna be at this level. We good, but we here. And I ain't pushed because I was like, okay, you don't want to do it.
Right.
He told the guideline what to do. He want to do it. So yeah, certain parents, man, they gonna be irrational because they want their kid, to shine. They want that shine. He was good in school amongst all those mediocre people.
And you
So
know what?
he must be good later.
I'm not even saying, because I'm a parent, I get it. You want your kid to be great and you want your kid to aspire to be great and make it to different levels that you as a parent never even thought about yourself going, let alone your offspring. But let's just be truthful and literally just enjoy the moment, because a lot of these kids will never play again, like ever. And then that's going to be so hard for them to accept. You already know how these kids' mental are. Their mental is not strong. So if you're building them up to be such this fake character and pseudo great player when they're really not, they gonna take that shit so hard, and not even that, you never know, that could send them off into depression nowadays. That could send them off into just making horrible decisions. Stop. Be truthful and rational. Be a great parent and enjoy the experience. That's literally it.
Be truthful.
Yes.
Truth hurts though.
That's the point.
Truth hurts.
Yes. It's supposed to hurt.
I mean, do you want to rouse him up a little bit? Or you want to just kill him with truth, Mr. Purgatory himself? That don't inspire.
Kill him with truth. Because when they go to work, they're going to have to deal with the damn truth. If they ain't doing shit and cutting it at work, they ain't about to pussyfoot along and be like, well, you're doing such a good job. Maybe you can get a promotion if you pick it up a little bit. No. Pick this shit up or you're out of here. Or they ain't even going to give you no warning. They just going to say you're out of here. So you got to prepare that shit. Man. You got to prepare yourself for that shit and your kid. Real life.
How do you prepare? How would you prepare, Coach E? You got a son. He mid-level. He feeling good about himself. He put in the work, but he just don't got it. You see, he work hard as hell, but he just don't got it. Some people work hard as hell. They just don't got it. So do you kill him with truth, or do you try to inspire him to continue to work hard?
I'm going to kill him with truth and inspire him to work hard at other things, because this is not your thing.
So I'm your son. I'm in the gym. I come home, I do my homework, straight A student. I put in 5 hours a night in the gym, and you just know this about me. How do you talk to me? How do you tell me, Dad, I'm working on my game. What you think? Shoot, brick. Wait, hold on, Dad. Shoot, brick. Hold on, Dad. What do you tell me?
So, son, you see how many times you just shot the ball and you've been working this hard? You're still shooting bricks. Maybe it's time to think about something else. I understand you want to keep playing the game. It's rec leagues you can get involved with. You can still work out. I'm not saying stop working out, but just realize it's going to end pretty soon. And it might end sooner than you thought.
But Dad, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team. He was told he wasn't good enough. He put in the work. I'm putting in the work, Dad.
And guess what, son?
I could be Jordan.
Yes, you can. But just not today or next year. Jordan hit a 6-inch growth spurt from the time he was cut until the time that he made the team. May not happen for you. You might have tipped out early.
But it might.
Yeah.
But it might happen for me.
Well, let's keep waiting until it does. If it doesn't, you're done. If it does, continue.
So I should continue then. I should stay in the gym 5 hours a night. Hold on, Dad. Let me just break. Come on, Dad. Bronny got drafted.
Absolutely. I said, don't stop working, but just know it may end sooner than you think.
Okay. All right. That wasn't too harsh. All right. That wasn't too bad. You still left a little bit of hope. I thought you were going to be like, son, you suck. Get out of the gym.
Now, if that time passes and he don't hit that growth spurt and his jumper don't get better, absolutely. That's when you go in for the mighty kill, 300 style. Hey, nigga, you suck. It's time for you to stop hooping. Get your ass to them books. That's your only hope.
Oh, man.
But you know what? It's some way you can harness that. If you giving B's example, if you was to harness all that energy, if he's putting in that type of work, maybe he's doing something wrong and not focusing in the right direction.
Yeah.
He may need to
focus to somewhere else.
Some night. Nah, even if it was basketball, maybe he needs to get with somebody who could show him something that he's doing wrong with his jump shot to make this jump shot better. If he's willing to put in that much work, if he was dedicated like that, maybe I need to get somebody who knows what they actually doing to find out what's going on with old boy's jump shot, like Steph Curry's dad did with him and broke his shot all the way down. And Steph put in that work. He was crying in the beginning about how he had to change his jump shot. Man, change that whole man's career path. So you never know. You might, if you got somebody that's willing to put in that type of work, maybe you need to. Maybe it's something else we could do to find out and make things better and change things around. And that was my 2 cents.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that, Zen. But senior year, if we still ain't found it and we still ain't fixed it, what are we doing?
Right.
I'm going to go overseas, man. Watch these dribbles. Yeah. I'm turning over like Darius Garland.
You know what?
But I'm still dribbling.
You know what, son? Dribbling. You are going overseas because it's something called the draft now. You are now stationed in Okinawa, Japan. I enrolled your ass into the Marines. You're going overseas. You're right.
I ain't going to Marines. I can be Victor Wembanyama.
Ooh,
going overseas to come back.
That's a tough one.
Big dreams.
All right. Well, look, it looked like it's about time for us to go ahead and call this thing, fellas.
At 43, so, don't you got some?
I do, but you kind of took my thunder from. I was going to music as well too, but
I'm sorry. No, thunder away, Zeus. Come on. Come on, man. We only at 43. Get a listen to some more talk.
Get a listen to some more talk. So mine was about music as well too. So because this is the dog days of summer, there ain't really much going on in the sports world. I could bring up something about the Olympics, and I remember Coach E sending the text about Sydney McLaughlin, Levrone. I'm interested to see her and Femke Bol, things of that nature. Sha'Carri not qualifying in the 200 and only the 100. That's something. There's different things there that really gets me going.
No, none of them people. Who you said Jabroni? Who was Jabroni?
Damn, Jabroni.
Nah,
No.
Sydney McLaughlin Levrone. Like, she's cold in the 400 meter hurdles. Super cold.
She's not losing.
But there's that girl, man. You don't know about Femke Bol, bruh.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
telling you,
I do know about her.
Bruh.
She's not losing.
She might not, but she gonna be challenged. She's gonna be challenged. The thing
I
Mo
don't
didn't
even
make
think
it
that.
in the 1500.
Yeah.
Or it was no,
No,
she
it
in
was
the
the
800.
800.
That one was. I was like, the 1500 is what Bob Kersey had her running last year, and I still don't agree with that. But he's Bob Kersey. I
Yeah,
can't really
he was doing
talk
that to
junk
prepare
about
her
him.
for the 800 because the 800 is now a damn near a sprint, dude.
Yeah.
So he was just getting her up for
Here it
that.
is.
But she didn't make it.
She failed and lost and didn't make the squad. But you know, I'm interested in the track and field. I'm interested in all this stuff. But like I say, we got a couple weeks before we actually get there. Team USA, another thing that I'm interested in and wondering about. You brought up a good story about Joel Embiid deciding to go with the USA over Cameroon, and now the Cameroon done pulled his citizenship, can't come back to the country. Say you ain't allowed back here.
Right. They banned them.
Yeah, that's tough. But I am gonna stick with music. So shout out to Bomani Jones in the right time with Bomani Jones. You know, I'm a listener. I'm a fan. But he's doing this thing on YouTube where he's going through all the classic albums of 1994. And when he started going through it, I was like, man, I didn't realize 1994 had all these hits. I kind of remember 99 and 98, but I forgot about 94. So he's been through Nas Illmatic thus far. He's been through the one that really got to me was Ready to Die, Biggie. And so he goes through it and he asks the question, what if Biggie and Tupac was still alive? Now, my question to you fellas, if Biggie was still around, and also Tupac, but more so with Biggie, because, you know, part of the reasons that, or some of the conspiracy theories around their deaths was they were wanting to get off their labels, and their labels wasn't having it. You know, you heard the whole thing. You know, Machiavelli starts off with the little quick, Suge shot me. You know, that got the people going. But then, you know, some people believe that with Puff. A lot of people, he did the double disc Life After Death, and then there's rumored that he was trying to do a triple disc Born Again to get off the label so he could do his own thing. He had already started sprouting his wings and doing Junior Mafia and partnered up with Lance Rivera and things of that nature. It makes you believe that. So if Biggie was still around, I got a couple of questions for you guys. One, would Jay-Z be considered the greatest rapper of all time if Biggie was still alive?
I believe so. Maybe I'm biased.
Woo! Man, do you remember what Ready to Die in Life After Death was?
Absolutely. I still listen to him today.
Classic.
This is the sorry to cut you off, but the 1A and 1B that I call those two. My J is 1A and Big is 1B. Big is the best storyteller in hip hop ever. Everybody hit me with the slick rigs and stuff like that. I respect them, I do, but nobody can put a story together and paint it for you to see it visually without you even watching something. That's why Big is so special to me. He just had that talent to explain in depth and still be creative and have his own lingo and his own tempo. He can switch up the tempo, go any tempo you want. Best storyteller in hip hop of all time.
Okay, so it brings a question. If you think Biggie Jay-Z would skipped over and jumped Biggie, do you think their friendship would have lasted? Would there have been a beef? Because two egos of that nature, of that magnitude coming together, at some point, Kendrick gotta see Drake. You know what I'm saying? Jay had to see Nas. At some point, those two mammoth egos would have had to collide at some point. Wouldn't you agree?
Exactly.
Or do you think they would have been able to build and grow? Because I got another example. You see Jay overcoming him. I don't. I see Jay being Kanye to Jay-Z. That's what it would have. I think it would have turned out to be. It's so many different avenues that I'm like, I don't think he would have been able to do it. Big just would have had that hold on the game, just doing what he was doing naturally. Unless Big would have fell off lyrically, which I don't think would have happened.
No,
I don't think we get to see the Jay-Z that we see today, the $1 billion Jay-Z with the Beyonce.
I gotta agree with some facts. Now, Big died in 97, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So 96, Jay came out with Reasonable Doubt. Okay, album. Some people be like, yeah.
Okay, album.
Hold on.
What's really in that cup, sir?
Now.
What's really in that cup?
Look, but commercial success too, because that leads to sales, right? 98 comes along, Hard Knock Life. What was that album? What was that? What was the 98 album?
Volume 1.
That's
right?
when he really had his breakout year. Was it Volume 2?
Was that 98? That was Volume 2. Yeah.
That was his breakout year.
98. Yeah.
And that was after Big died. So if it's no Biggie, Jay got a clear path. People always say he was the one who benefited most from Biggie's demise. So if Big's still there, man, and that was back when people was actually buying, I don't think Jay is Jay. I gotta agree with you 100%. Cause that Reasonable Doubt, that's cool. You got a couple songs. I know y'all love it. Y'all Jay fans. I'm a Nas fan, man. I'm a Nas fan.
I understand. I am too, but shit.
I ain't gonna slander Illmatic in the process, but
you can't, man. 5 mics, son. 5 mics. But look, Jay's breakout was 98 after Big was gone. I know y'all love it, but do y'all say his breakout was 96 or 98?
I'm gonna say 96
it was heading
because it's fucking Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
that was his debut. That wasn't his breakout.
That's a hell of a fucking debut, sir.
Let me see. Let me look up something real quick.
I see it because I ain't gonna even front. When Reasonable Doubt came out, I did sleep on it. It wasn't until I got off to college.
Slept on it.
Not everybody, but because when I got off to college, it was a cat. My man Rodney, he was on it. He was like, man, listen to this. He was playing the joints, and I was like, oh man, because what the offering that was presented was that I was like, that was good. It wasn't great. I still skip that song to this day.
That's corny.
What was it with Mary J. Blige? That was cool. I was like, yeah. But once he started playing track after track, you started hearing what is it? My song with Brooklyn's Finest with Biggie. Man. Can I Live?
Oh man.
Yeah. The 22 Twos. You start hearing
22 Twos is a classic.
Yeah. It was, but you started seeing that laid the groundwork for the commercial success, I say, because when he dropped Volume 1, that's when people was like, well, it had a little bubbling, so let me check out what this. And he tried to start venturing out into the commercial side and trying to cross over to get that crossover appeal.
City Is Mine.
He didn't.
Yeah,
trash songs.
Blackstreet.
Those are all trash songs.
Let me put it into perspective.
But he didn't figure it out until 98.
Exactly. When Big gone. Because with Reasonable Doubt, 1.5 million sold. With My Lifetime, Volume 1 in 97, by the way. 1.4 million sold. Volume 2, 98, 5.4 million. Come on, dude. That's his breakout when Big gone.
Okay, so
that was a better CD.
So
Hard Knock Life played everywhere.
So my question to that or rebuttal would be: is Big without no Diddy? Because Jay didn't have that. Jay was in that junk for Dolo. Yeah, he had Dame in the business side. Dame really didn't do like music like Puff did for Big. So is Big big with Puff or without Puff? Jay was in that thing for Dolo.
Because Puff had the production. He had some musical connections. Because we all know about the Hitman. Puff ain't really do nothing. I mean, I don't want to slander Puff like that.
He
Yeah,
had
look,
a
he
huge
did do
hand
something.
in the Biggie Smalls career. Huge
He
hand.
did, but I mean, he did. He came up with visions, but he had people to do it. He had the Stevie J's, the Hitman, all them cats. But you know, Dame was more of the back end promotion. Really, Dame and Puff was two mouthpieces. You know, but
Puff was
I
more
get
than
a
a
slight edge
mouthpiece.
to Puff. Yeah, I get a slight edge to Puff because he was executive producing. He was running his mouth, and he was putting on a hi hat on a production, saying he made the beat. So he had the team. You know, he had a better team.
Yeah.
He had the ear. He had
right.
the ear. We get you. You listen to the Love album, his last joint. I'm like, man, this man has the ear. You know, he ain't produced them joints, but he had the
Yeah,
ear to
but he had
know
the
what
ear.
to do to pull it out of
Yeah.
these
How to put it
producers.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And,
But
and
they
so
bought
I
some
get
good
that to Puff.
producers. They bought some good producers. I'm looking at Money Anything on volume 2. You
Jermaine
had Money
Dupri.
Anything, of course, that Jay Dupree. He had Timbaland on there. Nigga what? Nigga who? Hard
yeah.
Knock Life was a joint.
Yeah, I'm not
What
saying
else?
I'm not taking none of that away. I'm
Money
just
Cash
saying
Hoes.
Puff had his hand.
I say yes.
You say he still would have been big without Puff?
I say
That's hard.
Junior Mafia.
That's hard.
That
That's
was
hard. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say
I'ma
Junior
no.
Mafia, and I'm gonna say Lil Kim's first album shows me that Big had an ear too, and I think he'd have known what to do.
Junior Mafia?
See it on the
Yeah.
peninsula with that one. Boy. You on the island.
Those-
Little
Yeah.
Steez?
Lil Kim first album. I ride with you.
Yeah, I'll
but
give you that one.
Lil Steez now. Yeah, Lil Steez now. But
no.
in order for-
I'm talking about you. Talking about sonically, could he still maintain?
Now he talking
I
about
get it.
getting to the point, getting to where he was at. That's all.
Right,
Puff.
and part of
'Cause-
that is the
Yeah.
music.
That's Puff
And
though too. That's that.
That's
connect.
Puff, but I think
Yeah.
Big would have been able to figure it out on his own as well too. He would have
wouldn't
been
have
able
got
to
the
get
spaces.
access to. You telling me all those MCs that you just named wouldn't want to work with Big? That you
They'll
said
work
on
with
volume 2?
Yeah,
You telling me
was
Timberland
doing-
wouldn't want to mess with him?
he was doing
You
some
telling
work.
me Jermaine
but,
Dupri wasn't trying to get
but
over
Puff
to
changed
him?
that
He would
image
have had
though.
the same access to them same producers.
But
just
Puff
like-
brought him to the masses. He would have worked, but he wouldn't have had the budget. And Puff brought him to the masses to have the budget. You know what I mean? To the masses. He changed his image. You know, he made him a player out there with the, dressed down or whatever. Because he always could flow, right? But Puff saw the vision to be like, all right, look, I'm gonna make you into this. I'm gonna put you in some clothes. I'm gonna put you up. How you out here looking about something, so people want to listen to you. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, we've been in the music business. Images is a thing too. Just
But they
like
said
Jay-Z
Big was a naturally charismatic dude.
Mhm.
He
based
was- he
off
had the
everything.
Yeah, he was definitely charismatic, but he made him safe. You know what I'm
Huh.
saying? Not just a street dude. He made him safe.
I said
He
that
put
man
juice in.
had Lil Kim, Charlie Baltimore, Faith Evans. I'm like, my man was batting for the fences. That same charisma to pull them type of women. I ain't saying they was.
Got polished it up.
I
those
ain't
in.
saying whatchamacallit. Yeah, let me not go there. Let me keep that.
Go
all
ahead,
to
man.
myself.
Get wild.
but
Wow.
but he was able, that same charm and charisma would have hooked people just the
But he
same.
was
I
using it
still see
for the
Big.
wrong reasons.
What's
Big was Puff was like, yo, instead of trying to use this on the street, forget that street stuff. Come on to this level. Let me put you here.
okay?
Let
He
me
got
put
him
you in front of this
started.
person. Yeah.
He was the JB Bickerstaff for him. He got the team
There you
to
go.
a certain point.
Yeah.
Nah, we gotta now I'm ready to move on. Let me see, because that's just like
That's Mark Jackson.
Jay-Z leaving Dame. Like, man, that career still went on and flourished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have did the same thing once he left Puff. he'd have had access to the same producers. He would have.
Once he left,
everything would have still shined. And with
I
Big being big, man, Jay would have been in the shadow, just like Kanye will forever be little brother to Jay-Z. He ain't, he wouldn't have been able to get over that. And so
I got you. But Big, long as Puff got him over the hump and got him started, he could have blew up.
Got me going.
Look, that's good, man. Glasses got foggy and everything.
That was too much. Look, we way over. All right, fellas. Look, I don't know what's up with my man on the buzzer today. He was kind of slow with it. All right. I hear that sound. So you know what that means, fellas. Good pod. Hey, Coach E.
Yes, sir.
You got a post-game word for the people.
Yeah, man. You know we do this all the time. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around, taking all eyes on me. Today's word is work for the results, not for the attaboys. You'll get the attaboys when you produce these results. So don't get caught up in your feelings when everybody say, oh, good job, man, good job. Job is not done. That means you're doing good, going towards the job being done, but you're not there. So continue to strive, continue to grind, continue to keep your head down. Hear the attaboys, but do not accept them and let them into your spirit because it will deter you. You will get false hope, you'll get false happiness, and false accomplishment feelings. So continue to keep your head down and grind for the results. The big results is all that matters. The attaboys will come after the results are proven. Win on me, win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win! It sounds so sweet. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons and watching. I got to throw that in there. Thank you for listening and watching another episode of Coach E for Game for All Seasons. It is summertime. We are way past half of the year, and how are you doing on your goals? Hopefully you're reaching them. Hopefully you're close to reaching them. But with that being said, see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in to Game for All Seasons with Coach E. Remember to hit the like or subscribe button on Coach E's YouTube channel. To listen on the go, download wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure to follow Coach E on Instagram, X, and TikTok at BigF216. Contact us at www.perfecttimefitness.com for one-on-one or group training sessions. Our theme music provided by Mr. Taboo Timmons on SoundCloud at Mr. Taboo Timmons. Once again, thanks for listening and see you next week.